Protesters gathered outside the headquarters of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, in a small but mighty rally last Friday. Current and former FEMA employees spoke at the rally, calling out Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and FEMA Administrator David Richardson for their policies and lack of qualifications. This FEMA rally comes after dozens of FEMA employees were placed on leave back in August after signing the Katrina Declaration. The letter warned Congress that the Trump administration is reversing major progress in disaster management made in the wake of FEMA's failures during Hurricane Katrina 20 years ago. One day after releasing the declaration, those FEMA employees who were public signers were placed on leave. That includes Phoenix Gibson, a public assistance mitigation specialist with the agency.
I urge everyone, stand with us, speak out, push back, and help protect the soul of this agency.
Former FEMA Press Secretary Jeremy Edwards also signed the declaration, one of 35 public signers to do so.
I stand by the people who are a part of it, and I'm willing to put my name on the record to say what they're doing to FEMA is abhorrent, and they need to stop immediately.
Edwards spoke at the rally with a message for FEMA leadership.
It is time for you to resign.
Edwards said he believes the agency is wasting time and resources educating unqualified leadership on disaster management. FEMA Administrator Richardson was at the center of controversy in July when he showed up several days late to Texas after severe flooding killed over 100 people.
The fact that he showed up 9 days later, I think, underscores the fact that he's not taking this job seriously or doesn't know what he's doing.
FEMA has not responded to a request for comment on the reason for putting employees on leave after the Katrina Declaration was released. Alyssa Provencio is a professor at University of Central Oklahoma, whose work focuses on how agencies like FEMA serve under-resourced communities. She worked with the nonprofit after Hurricane Katrina to rebuild homes and saw how the lack of preparedness affected the community.
For every dollar we cut in preparedness becomes $10 we're going to spend on recovery. And every delay in deployment that we have is a delay in saving lives.
One major change that FEMA Administrator Richardson announced this year is an upcoming shift of cost-sharing models. Right now, FEMA covers 75% of disaster recovery costs, and state and local governments covers 25%. Under new policy, state and local governments would have to shoulder 50% of recovery costs.
Wealthier states can absorb those higher costs, but poorer and rural areas can't, which actually widens disaster inequities and outcomes.
Climate activist Gabrielle Walton started advocating for FEMA at the beginning of this year. She said people feel the effects of climate change through the chaos of natural disasters.
FEMA and disasters and our local disaster response efforts are one of the first lines of defense against the climate crisis, because that's how it's experienced. And we can't fight against the climate crisis without strong emergency management.
Reporting in Washington, Katarzyna Nguyen, Medill News Service.